All right, what's up everyone? I got another video for you, and this time it is again some Nepros tools, or tool I should say. It's only one item, and that is the 1/2-inch ratchet. It is I believe the part number was, oh, I forgot already. NBR490L. Again, it's a 1/2-inch drive ratchet. And the L is long. They have this, and it's a shorter version for a little bit cheaper. I think the shorter one was $80. I paid $114 for this one, delivered from Amazon, and it shipped from Japan, but it wasn't Amazon Japan. I was able to actually find this on just regular Amazon under Prime too. So if I needed to return it for any reason, which I don't plan on to, it's easy to deal with that. Came in about 2 weeks. It is almost Christmas though, so it was right in the middle of the height of deliveries, I guess you'd say. So it might have came quicker. Who knows if it was some other time in the year. But anyways, it comes in, I think, if I remember right, about 14.5 inches. Standard non-flex head. Something I plan on using at home as I slowly build up my tools at home, just because it's nice to not have to bring stuff from work to home every time you want to do side work, which is just the excuse I tell myself to buy more stuff in all reality. Anyone that has looked up Nepros tools, which once again, I don't know if that's Nepros or Nepros or whatever, but everyone talks about the chrome finish. This one's a little smudged for me handling it. It's not the first time I've opened this box, but it is a great chrome. My favorite part about the ratchets, though, is their handles. Out of all the ratchets I've used, and I've used a fair number of different brands, is the handle. It tapers off, gets water towards the bottom. It's got that groove there. I just think it's a real comfortable handle. I'm not somebody that likes the comfort grip, like snap-on ratchets and stuff. I just don't like how it deteriorates over time and stuff like that. I do like Snap-on's hard handle a lot, though. Although I only have a really old 1/4-inch drive ratchet they handle, another 1/2-inch. Kind of wish I'd bought more in the hard handle, but I'm not going to replace them. Other than that, all my other ratchets are all the regular chrome. But they do have my favorite handle. It's got the locking feature there. I love on the Nepros, so it's completely flush with the ratchet. So I don't see any negative side to having the locking on this ratchet. It doesn't get in the way or anything. The switch for the snap-on guys, on is left, off is right when you flick it, which I like because I've used snap-on ratchets, and I think any other ratchet I've owned except for Koken, it's that way. The Kokens, it's flipped, so when I grab a Koken, I naturally am used to getting it backwards to the Koken. For the guys that pay super close attention to the details, that plate there I did notice is not flush with the ratchet. Not that that means anything, but if you compare it to like a snap-on, the snap-ons are completely flush, which I'll show you here in a second. Like I said, it's about 14.5 inches long. So whatever that is in millimeters, I know is what will be listed on the website. 90 tooth. Hear those there. It's pretty smooth. I have noticed though, now that I've owned a few of these for a little bit longer, like the paint on that switch wears off pretty quickly. Mainly because I use the one I have. I've used it at work for a little bit, the 3/8 when I was talking about. I have two 3/8. One's a 3/8 that's on a 1/4-inch body, and then one that's just a normal flex head ratchet. But that's that one, and then I got the snap-on one here that I do keep at work, but I just brought home to do this video. This one is part number SL80A, so that should be 80 tooth. It's definitely a smoother, and this is an older ratchet. I've had it for a couple years. Haven't used it an absolute ton. You can tell by how it's not worn out completely yet on the plate. But I paid, I want to say $170 for this, and it came with like a flannel. It was one of those promo truck deals. But now it's listed on their website for $220 when I checked. I think it was yesterday. I think this is a very solid ratchet. I have no complaints with it either. So you got the switch, and no issues. But that is a big difference in price. $100 difference. Of course, though, this tool trucks come to your work, especially Snap-on, or not everyone gets them, but you do have that feature. Whereas Nepros, you don't. I still have never checked Nepros' warranty. I just always assume tool nowadays seem like they're all lifetime, but I do know at the very least from looking at their website, you can buy replacement parts. I've never broken a snap-on ratchet. I think I broke a Mac one once, but I'm not breaking a ton of tools. So it's not really a huge concern for me in that case, especially the fact that I am keeping these at home. They're not seeing use every single day. I'll probably bring them to work just to use them at work for a little bit, just to use them and then take them back at the very most. But it's sort of up to you to decide if you are starting out or you're looking to buy a new ratchet and this will be your primary 1/2 inch or 3/8 or whatever. But it's a pretty significant difference. It's still not cheap at $114, but it's definitely, I think, the best quality for price that I've came across. I like my Koken ratchets a lot, but there's some things about those I don't like, and I do like the back drag. Obviously, it's great. If anyone's ever looked into Koken, you hear about that. But pretty similar ratchets. 14.5 inches about there, 15 there. The biggest difference though, the Nepros does look like it has a little bit of a slimmer profile head. Not by much. I think it's a tad thinner too when I had checked last. Although with 1/2 inch in particular, I don't think you'll be in a tight spaces too much. Or at least I don't find myself using 1/2 inch in that tight of spots. But overall, if I had to pick which ratchet, and this is not having used the Nepros, is probably the Snap-on. I do think it's a little bit nicer quality. The teeth seem a little finer, although it does have less. I mean, it's 80 versus 90 just from the sound of it. But the biggest thing with the difference in them is longevity, I think. Like I said, I've never had an issue with Snap-on. Nepros, I haven't, within a year, I think I bought my first one. So I've never used them for that long. I've had Snap-on ratchets for about 10 years now when I started with them. And I haven't had any issues either, so they got 10 years. I don't think I'll ever know, though, because I just don't see using Nepros every day at work just because I have my Snap-on ones. Yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll bring my Snap-on home and bring the Nepros there, but time. How will it hold up in 10 years? Maybe these things after 3 years of using them every single day, they blow up or something or whatever. I think in the 1/2 inch, I do like the Snap-on better, like I said, although this, I got my 3/8 one of the flex heads here. Probably is my favorite 3/8 ratchet that I own out of all the brands. Like I said, it's like they handle the most. It's comfortable. It's fine tooth. I think the flex head's nice. Not to make this a review about the 3/8 because I have already talked about this one, but it's got like a nylon or whatever material that is pushing up against it so it doesn't flop around. But I don't know how that would hold up over years of using it. Maybe after it gets worn out a little bit, it does flop all around or not. But as a brand new, I like that one the most. Anyways, thanks for watching. I plan on doing some more videos coming up. I just got a new Snap-on toolbox. It's 68 Epic with the hutch. Pretty excited about. Just finished getting that set up not too long ago, so I should be doing some more videos on that, a toolbox tour perhaps, some other things. But in conclusion, great ratchet. I love the Nepros stuff. I plan on probably looking at them first if I need some more hand tools and stuff. I think Snap-on's just gotten a little bit ridiculously too expensive over the last couple years. I just bought a set of sockets for a price tag I would not like to admit that I bought and probably should not have. Although they were standard in their impact, I needed a set of 1/2 inch impact, and I haven't been able to find anything in the Nepros or Koken that is standard sizes. But that's a different conversation for a different video. Once again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for some more.